So we're back again, and now we're out here with Chrissy and Lido. Lido is an older horse, and Chrissy's going to talk to us about a training technique called Liberty, which has been around for a while but is really becoming more popular and accepted.
Yes. So for the most part, horse training is done online, or with ropes and really close contact in a way that we can keep the horse with us physically. So it hasn't really much been about mental connection and them wanting to be with you and intrinsically motivating them to be playful and interactive with you. So Liberty has just started to come about in the past couple years, as far as being more commercially available. Before that, it really wasn't commercially available, and it is something that's been done for decades and generations, but it wasn't ever, there was no programs for it, there were no trainers that really traveled or did clinics. So it's been becoming more and more popular over the last couple of decades, and just in the last couple of years it's become much more commercially available.
Here she comes.
And so it's something that I really believe that is mentally good for the horses. It's something that affects their relationship with us, it affects how they view us, and it affects how we view them. So with training, most horses don't have the option to say no. They don't want to do this.
Right.
And so with Liberty, they have the option to say no. And one of the things that I think about a lot is, if it's a yes without the option to say no, was it ever a yes?
Right.
So a lot of us, we go to get on our horse at the mounting block, and the horse wants to move away.
Right.
Traditional training methods are to reposition the horse, get them to stay there. It doesn't matter through which means, but usually you get them to stay there and then you get on. Most people don't take that as the horse saying no and figure out the root cause of the problem. Why is the horse saying no? What could be causing this?
Right.
So the more that we start to delve into, what is causing this horse to not want this situation to happen? What can we do to help this horse want this to happen? What can we do to have them want to interact with us? And it's really interesting because once you start doing that, they start to say yes a lot more, and they start to really want to interact with you. They like to come out and play, and it's a lot of fun. It's interesting.
That's really amazing. I mean, I think very few people would know about that, and even it's young, like you're saying, within the area of horse training to begin with. But you said there is now, I think, a foundation or an association where they are trying to encourage this technique more.
Yeah, so there's the International Liberty Horse Show Association, and that was just formed recently by Dan James and his wife, and it gives an area for all Liberty trainers, all Liberty enthusiasts to go to show their horses. Because in traditional shows right now, you can't take your horse out there without a halter, without a lead line, without a bridle. So having a venue to be able to show our skills, to show what's possible when you take away the ropes and when you start to have more interaction and
It's a relationship. It's building a relationship kind of like you would with a person, it sounds like. And
yeah, you're building a conversation.
yeah.
And that's what I tell all my clients is training should be a conversation. And it should be a two-way conversation.
Yeah.
We should never have all the say. The horse should have a say too.
Yeah, that's definitely the right way. I feel it's very wonderful.